stop starvation for millions of people. You also created the gas that's killing your own people in concentration camps, and you also committed war crimes by being the first government, the first army to spray chemicals at the troops that just kills everybody indiscriminately. Men, women, children, anybody downwind, dead.
So then who decides, like, when is there the conversation where all the countries unanimously agree on what are war crimes and what are not? Like, you can kill someone with a bullet, that's okay, right? As long as they are not an innocent civilian.
Yeah, but then what about metadata, right?
What does that
Do you know how they target some people with bombs? Okay, so let's say you're a terrorist, and let's say you're hanging out in this building, and the government knows where you are because they have your cell phone. So they have the metadata of your cell phone, so they know your cell phone is in this room. Boom.
Game over.
Everybody dead. Everybody dead. Not just you, not just me, not just Jamie, security staff,
This
everybody,
is the drone strike
people
away.
next door. Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah. So you know what the percentages of innocent people that die in drone strikes?
99?
We don't know really, because here's the problem, and this has to be like, we have to be kind of honest about this. Like, they lie too.
Right.
Like they'll say,
Like, I'm a bad guy.
right? They'll say, oh, you killed 30 children, and they'll take photos of you. So you're getting some of the information as far as the
They
data.
never go good shot.
Right.
Yeah.
So we don't know the exact numbers. There's estimated numbers, but for sure, it's not more bad guys.
Yeah.
For sure, it's more innocents than it is bad guys. And the high estimates are in like the 80 and 90% of innocent civilians that die in drone strikes.
And what is the justification?
Because there's a bad guy over there. Got to get that bad guy.
And
And it's in another country. So when it's in another country, you can kind of get away with some shit.
But also, I imagine the justification is like that one bad guy could have killed hundreds of thousands of other good guys. That's their steel man argument for it, I imagine. Because they also have to have a justification. It can't happen without them going, hey, we've thought about this.
Exactly.
And then imagine the person that you need to pull the trigger on that or push the button, right? Like the constitution that they have to have.
Yeah.
That's a lot of guilt. Goes back to the sociopathy.
Well, they have massive PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah, those people that run, they say it's a unique form of PTSD because they weren't really there.
Right. They're behind a fucking video console.
They're an Xbox controller.
Have presidents ever said that? Did Lincoln write anything about the death toll during the Civil War?
That's a good question.
Like, I wonder if even modern day, like, does Obama talk about it? The people that died, the Bushes, like.
I think you can.
George Bush has handled Iraq better than anybody in history.
He's been painting.
He's just
painting dogs and shit.
Giving little fucking lozenges to Michelle.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that's going on.
Yeah.
And maybe you need somebody that's kind of not got a lot going on up there to do it.
I don't think it's a coincidence that they made movies about Dick Cheney afterwards. They made him out to be this monster.
Is that, like, I feel like that's taking all accountability away from the guy who was in charge. Like, it's very easy to be like, yeah, it was just him. This guy's got to co-sign it too, and that's the job.
Yeah.
If you're the head coach of the team, and the assistant coach is making all the bad decisions, we still blame the head coach, right?
He's also the son of a great man. And, when your dad is Herbert Walker Bush, who was the head of the CIA, and, you are second fiddle. You're good at taking directions. And that's why you make a good president. You're a good, handsome man.
Yeah.
We're going to smoke them out of their holes.
Yeah.
You look like a president, and then let's let good old Dick take things behind the scenes. And just look at the evidence of what they did, right?
Yeah.
One of the things that they gave Halliburton no-bid contracts for fucking billions of dollars to rebuild Iraq. How wild is this? That the guy who's the vice president
Halliburton
Was on the board of
is on the he was like the fucking he was the head of Halliburton.
Was he getting a piece
Before.
during his
Yes.
vice presidency?
Yes.
Yeah, that seems like a conflict of interest.
He is blowing these places up. He's blowing these places up. It's like their decisions that are causing these places to get blown up.
If I
And
make
they have
money on
these
building-
no-bid Dick Cheney resumes role as chairman of Halliburton Company. Oh, he's back.
That may be a
When is this? This is after he left office?
2000. Yeah, this was actually right.
Well, no, this was during the Bush administration, right?
Like in 2000, he became president right around
Right.
then. Right.
He resumed his role while he was vice president.
No, I thought I misread what was happening here because it said
But
February.
it says,
I clicked on first here because
Right.
February 20,
Cheney will succeed Bill Bradford. Click it again. Okay, Dick Cheney resumes role. This is a new article, it says. So look what it says. Dick Cheney has resumed role of chairman of board of Halliburton effective today, February 1st, 2000. Will also continue. That's weird that it just came out. Weird continue in his current position as chief executive officer of the company, joining Halliburton. So this was right before the election.
Yeah, I think this is the announcement when. Yeah, I think I got confused.
But February 1st, 2000 means he's already in office, correct? Or is it 2001? It's January 2001 that Bush goes into office, right?
Election was 2000, yeah.
So this is 11 months earlier. So is he even named as vice president yet?
Nah, is he running with him at that time?
He became vice president January 20. It's almost 1 year later. Exactly.
Right, but I'm saying, is he named as vice president as a running mate?
Check.
Right, because that's generally a little later. Once
Yeah.
someone wins the primaries, they announce their VP.
Yeah, but if you're not actually president, you can hold another position, or vice president. If you're not actually in government, you can up to that.
I would like to meet
Yeah,
Chief.
so he says.
You'd like to meet him?
Yeah,
What would you ask him?
I would just talk to him.
About?
I wouldn't want to dig. I would just talk to him. I just want to find out what makes him tick.
What do you think?
Halliburton reportedly reached the agreement on July 20th to allow Cheney to retire with a package of an estimated $20 million. Let's go, Dick. I mean, pulled it off, man.
Do you ever wish you didn't know all this stuff?
Yes.
Yes.
The ignorance is bliss.
Yes. I feel.
I wish I didn't join the
tremendous
military
weight
and know what I
of
know.
The amount of people
And see
who
how
pay attention
shitty people are.
to the shit I said.
The
It's a
shitty people
tremendous
that
weight.
are
So you feel like
controlling
there's some
us being
things
in
that, like,
defense.
I would rather just be a
I have
hayseed.
no trust in them.
Just fucking hang out on my farm in Kansas.
Yeah,
shoot
just
deer
shitty
with
white
bow
people.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, when you're
Shitty
out
old
shooting
white people. You don't
That's
like
my
those. You
favorite
don't want
time.
those in your
Get
life because they do
disconnected.
not care
I don't have
about
cell phone
the little
service.
people.
I don't have shit.
You're not thinking about the deep state.
No, man, I'm thinking about mountain lions, and I'm thinking about bugling
The
elk.
most dangerous
I'm
people in
thinking
the
how my
world are
cardio
shitty
is. Do I
old
get
white
enough
men.
electrolytes in me this morning? Make sure my
Horrible
protein
people.
take is right. I'm
They
going
think about
8
politics
fucking
and religion
miles
to cover
a
it
day.
up
You
for
like
all the
hard
shitty
shit.
things they do.
That's
You
something
Those are the
I've
worst
noticed
people.
about you. And I
I'll
think
take
it's
a person with a
really
gun in a heartbeat
important
over a
thing
politician.
It's an important quality to have as you
Or
achieve more success.
military
Because
person.
with success,
They're
life
brainwashed.
can get easier. So if you're not addicted to difficulty and like hard situations, it's easy to just kind of fall into the comfort of nothing. Because there was a guy who I had on the podcast, Russ, who's awesome artist. But he was like, yeah, once you get money, like things become easy, and then anything that's not easy, you get very anxious about and fearful of. So you like hard things. You admire David Goggins because he's doing hard shit all the time.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people don't like hard things. And then when they get success, hard things make them anxious and they stop doing hard things. And hard things are what make us successful. When we have nothing, we have to do hard things.
Yes.
We have to go up in front of crowds that might not be good. We have to go run fucking really hard. We have to work out really hard, whatever it is. And I wonder if that's when like kids who grow up with very wealthy parents are not used to hard things and they don't really have to do anything hard.
Right.
And if they don't have that as like a core value to them, that doing hard things is good, of course they're going to be anxious about everything. Of course they're going to use drugs. Of course they're going to be bored out of their fucking mind. So it's one of those things that like, I don't know, as I've gotten a potentially more comfortable life, I like have to like force myself to do things I'm afraid of, or I do think that I would just kind of get weak and fall apart.
Comfort is a warm and enticing poison.
Yep.
And it's a slow poison.
Yep.
You can take a little bit of it on the couch, just relaxing.
And it is
Take a
nice.
little
Yeah, my
of it, it's
veins are
nice.
everywhere.
But don't let that get into your veins, because it'll make the rest of your life harder. Because you're gonna encounter hard things, and if the hard thing that you don't voluntarily subscribe to, the hard thing that
That's
you
how I
don't
know
force
I'm
yourself
doing the right
into,
thing.
isn't
Everything I
harder
say
than
ends
the
up
other
being
things
said
in life.
2 seconds
You're
after
gonna
I
have
say
a
it.
hard time managing.
Yeah.
You
It
randomly
is
said
voluntary.
veins
It
and
has
you
to be
said
voluntary.
veins
You
right
have to
after.
choose it.
You have to have discipline.
There's
It
a
happens
I
every
think
day.
characters like cardio. I think you have to keep it up.
Yep.
I do. I really do. You take a few weeks off of cardio, you're like,
Yep.
I think that's the same with character, and I think it's the same with doing difficult things, and also self-assessing, honestly, knowing where you fucked up. Like, there's moments that you have, I'm sure, in your life where you look back, it might have been 10 years ago, you're like, fuck, why did I say that then?
Yes.
I didn't need to. I didn't need to say that. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Oh God, I was just wrong place, wrong time. wrong headspace. Why did I do that? Oh, I was drunk. Why did I say that?
Yeah.
Why did I do that? You know, those things, you should know those too. You don't absolve yourself of those things. Know those things are real, and just always constantly strive to do better. The problem is when people fuck up, they think of themselves as that fuck up. And that's a difficult thing for someone with a bad past, like dudes have been in jail. It's really difficult for them.
That becomes their identity.
It becomes a part of who you recognize. That's a part of your behavior characteristics. You don't think of yourself as the best you when you made the right decision. When your friend calls you and you tell them, I'm busy, bro, I can't help you. Be like, I put that shit aside, go help my boy. And go help your friend. And then you show up for him. It's like, dude, you're here for me. Thank you, brother.
So much.
Appreciate it so much, man. And you're helping him fix his tire or move or whatever the fuck it is. Those moments, man, like unite human beings. They're like very, very important moments. And that's what everybody should strive for. You should strive for the moments when you worked really hard at something and you accomplished it. When you didn't want to get through a workout, but you did it. When you finished the marathon. When you apologized for being out of line. When you told people how you feel about them, even though it felt vulnerable.
Crazy.
I love you so much. You inspire me. You're an amazing
You do that all the time. You know exactly what you're doing.
That's what we all should be aspiring
Don't bring your ass over here.
Aspiring to be better versions of ourselves.
And aspiring to put ourselves in situations that we fear. Like everything you want is on the other side of what you fear. There's somebody said that. And I really believe it though. Like every situation I put myself in that I'm scared of or anxious about, and even if it doesn't work out perfectly, I do feel this confidence boost that I at least tried.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I at least fucking tried. I was scared of doing it, and I fucking tried. And then if it works out, it's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
But if I pussy out, that's the worst.
That's the worst feeling.
It is the fucking worst.
The worst feeling.
That's the importance of like, like the nice thing about stand-up, I guess, is that like we know that we can't take months off.
Right.
It atrophies fast.
Fast. Weeks off. Yeah.
It's like we have to go. We have to constantly go up. And there are things in life that are a million times more difficult that people have to do. But it is one of those things that's built into the thing that we kind of love, which is we have to keep doing this. And every time we try something new, it's bad.
Yeah, we're also addicted to that accomplishment vibe, that accomplishment energy. Like when you get that feeling is amazing feeling of fuck, I did it.
I also like the chaos of it. I like it when there's like I was hanging on the beach with my wife on Sunday. I'm like, I'm really bad with vacations if I don't have things to do during it. I can't just hang on the beach. I cannot do it. If I'm surfing, I can do it, or if I'm playing paddle, I can do it. But I need to do shit. Give me something to do. And my wife knows I don't care if we're looking in the Coliseum. I'm learning. I'm asking a fucking tour guide questions. I need to do a thing. Because if I'm not, my brain goes fucking crazy. It needs to be occupied.
Really?
Lucky that I have that. Imagine I was really comfy doing nothing. Why would I do anything?
It's a superpower. But it has to be managed. It's like having a Ferrari engine. You know, if you have a Ferrari engine, you know, in a fucking Toyota Corolla, like that shit doesn't have the tires for it. It doesn't have suspension. You're into a tree. You have to learn how to manage that kind of a mind, and you've built up a suspension and wide tires and strong carbon fiber ceramic brakes. It's like you gotta have all those things.
So is that what you're constantly doing? Are you constantly looking for more shit you're afraid of in your life?
Well, difficult things. I like difficult things. I like that's why I like cold plunging. I like it because it's hard. People are like, I hate it. I fucking like it. I don't like it. Every time I'm about to do it, there's this little bitch ass part of my brain. It's like, don't do this. Do this. And the other part of my brain is that built up over here. It's like, shut up, pussy. I'm the boss.
So it's building the discipline. It's not even like, okay, there are great, not side effects, but there are great main effects.
I don't want to hear from people that don't have
It's more about
I'm learning that shit myself, and it's hard.
To do the shit you don't want to do.
Yeah, but also because it's good for you. If it was bad for me, if I didn't want to do it, and every time I did it, it was killing me a little bit, I wouldn't do it. But I do it because I know it's good for you, and I know you feel great when you get out of it.
But Goggins, I'm sure, running all those fucking miles, like his joints are destroyed, his feet are fucked up. Like there's a certain point of diminishing returns.
Yes.
But
also you have to have the outlier.
Which is?
You have to have the dude that's pure mind. That's all just on the drive. And that's Goggins. You have to have the guy.
So he's the extreme version
he's
of discipline.
Uncommon amongst uncommon men. Amongst all the psychos out there, he's king psycho.
So it's not that he runs wrong.
Yes, he is.
It's that he will do the thing despite that little voice inside of him saying, you don't want to do this.
And he'll tell you he has that voice. He goes, I stare at my sneakers sometimes for 30 minutes before I put those motherfuckers on. He'll tell you, but he always wins. It's like, dude, when I'm taking the lid off that cold plunge, as I'm taking it off, he's like, don't do it, don't do it. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
You got 3 more
Right?
episodes to show.
I set my watch, and I climb right in and... And because I get through it every day, I start the day off with a win. I won. I beat the inner bitch.
Yeah.
I conquered the inner bitch. I got in there, and then I do the workout. That's win number 2. You know. So by the time the day is over, I've done shit that most people would never do.
What do you feel that when you're on vacation? Do you feel that
Like a crazy person?
Do you feel
like a wolf on a fucking inflatable pool toy in the ocean? Just going, what am I doing on this fucking thing?
And is your wife going, hey, you need to chill out?
Well, I know how to do it now. First of all, every day starts out with a workout.
Dude,
have
so funny.
to.
I told her, I was like, listen, we can go to these places. The first 3 hours of the day, I'm doing what I need to do.
Yeah.
Once I calm it all down, let's fucking drink whatever on the beach. I don't care.
Yeah.
But the first 3, I need to do what I need to do.
I need breaks. Breaks are good, but I don't really need a vacation because my life is awesome. I love it. I've cultivated a wonderful life. I love my family. I love my friends. I love my jobs.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm a happy dude with what I do. So when I go on vacation, it's like, okay, I just want to just have fun with the family and do a bunch of stuff, but I have to do something about this thing.
And your family knows?
This bitch, yes, they know me.
What about your kids? Are they like, okay, he just needs to work out?
They get it.
They have it too?
Yeah, they both have it.
Really?
Yeah, they both have some psycho drive. One of them for art, the other one is gymnastics.
And when you see it manifested, like for example, do you see them looking like the wolf when you guys are all on vacation? Do you see them kind of pacing
They
around?
have to do things.
You have to keep them busy.
I got in a conversation with my middle daughter, and at one point in time, she's like, when we first moved here, she was real anxious, and I go, "You're a racehorse. You got to get back to racing. You got to get back to competing again." And as soon as she went back to that, everything was fine. She just was like, didn't know we're in a new place, making new friends.
Yeah.
But there's like physical anxiety that comes with being a human being that I think activity diminishes.
Yeah.
And you need something like that. You need the hardest thing of your day to be something that you choose. It might not be. You obviously circumstances are random and you could have a terrible thing happen to you.
Yeah.
But if you've built up your understanding of how to get through difficult things, it'll serve you in everything you do. And if you do it voluntarily, then you've gained control over your mental process. Want to sit?
So with the kids, is this something you instill in them?
You
or is
can
this
only
a
do
little
it so
genetic?
much, man. You gotta be real loose-handed. You gotta let them be their own thing. They're their own little people. It's very fascinating.
Are you rewarding and lighting the fire once you see that they're really drawn to something?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So you wait for them to choose, and then you lean the fuck in.
Yeah, well, praise is very
little bit
important for
more.
kids. It means a lot. It can
Yeah,
really
left
motivate
foot.
them to excel to higher and higher levels.
Was that easy for you to give them the positive encouragement?
Oh, it's so easy. Yeah, my youngest is an insane artist, dude.
Let me see.
Insane. I'm gonna show you this. She's 13.
Oh, wow.
Dude, she was doing crazy work when she was 6. I showed one of her things to David Cho when she was like 6 or 7. He was like, "Holy fuck, man!" Like, dude, she's crazy talented.
Jesus.
Yeah. And
How old is she?
she's 13. She'll sit and she'll draw for hours and hours, man, just completely locked in and focused. And when I was young, I wanted to be a comic book illustrator. So I was an artist when I was young, but I wasn't as good as her. I wasn't as good. I don't think I'm as good as her now. She's 13. It's crazy.
Do you find yourself competing with them at all?
No. Unless we're playing games.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Do
I'm
you
trying to win.
ever
I'm trying to win.
Okay, you won't give them nothing.
No.
Interesting.
No.
Does it drive them crazy when they lose?
No, they win. They win a lot, man.
Okay.
We did virtual reality, and my 13-year-old beat me at this sword fighting game, and she fucking loved it. She killed me. And it's like one of these, you know what Sandbox is? You know, do Sandbox?
Oh, this is
It's the dopest. Sandbox, you're in a warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. You have a haptic feedback vest. My favorite one is the zombie one, but we compete in the zombie one too.
This is a console that you're wearing, like a VR goggles or
okay,
something?
you go to a place. It's
Okay.
called Sandbox VR. It's
Okay.
a big warehouse.
Okay.
And inside these warehouses, they have these spaces that are a little larger than this room.
Okay.
Okay. And in this space, they give you a virtual reality headset. They give you a haptic feedback
So you can
vest. You feel like like you're getting hit or you're getting grabbed by zombies. And then they give you a gun. You have a plastic gun. Okay, and then you see yourself, you see everybody. Everybody's like tactical ops outfits on and shit with helmets, and you're like, woo, you high five, you dance, you see each other dressed as these characters. And then, it's basically mapped out to the size of your body, and they put you in these things. So, and then, like, they drop you off in Deadwood Mansion. And Deadwood Mansion is this haunted house, and this like crazy scientist who've developed zombies, and the zombies start invading the house.
Okay.
And you're just gunning them down. And we always compete to see who kills the most zombies. But I have a lot of gun experience. I fucked those zombies up, man. I at one point in time had number 3 in the country, or the number 3 score in the country. Yeah, bro. I went ham.
This is it here.
So this is it. So let me just give you a pro tip. If you want this game, get the shotgun. Shotgun face shots. You want face shots on zombies.
Yeah.
Don't be fucking around with the legs. See, the machine guns are fun and everything like that, and you reload by just going like this. Just point the gun down and it reloads. Bro, it's so fun. I'm so addicted to this game that you're in this house and it's all like dark and shadowy and shit, and the light from your pistol is what's lighting these zombies.
Yeah.
Bro, it's so much fun. But yeah, I always try to win. I always try to kill the most zombies. So at the end of the day, you get the VIP.
What is the VIP?
The VIP is the most valuable player.
The MVP.
Yeah, it's VIP though. Very important player.
Okay.
Or MVP. I don't know if they say MVP, but either way, I always win that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
So
not
the
letting
competitive
anybody win.
instinct cannot go away.
Right, as long as it's like you're just understanding that everyone's just trying their best.
Yeah.
So when they beat you, like, oh my god, they beat me at a game or something like that, like, god damn it.
Yeah.
They love it. They love it. I'm like, you got me.
Yeah.
But it's fun when they win. It's fun when they beat you. It's your child that's doing something really good.
How old are they now?
13 and 15, the youngest ones.
Okay. And when they were, are there moments that you?
How old is your kid now?
8 weeks.
8 weeks.
So yeah, I'm like, everybody I talk to goes, it goes by really fast. That's the first thing they all say when I say 8 weeks. And what are the moments in this stretch that you wish that you kind of held on to longer, or you didn't realize how amazing they were until they were gone?
I don't really think like that.
Nothing. Okay.
I don't think like that. I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I'm happy they're healthy, and I'm happy they're, look, I have friends that have kids that have real problems, real health problems. And it's the most heartbreaking, devastating thing to see someone going through the real struggles of a kid that is your child. That's all. So, number one was healthy.
Yeah.
Like, everybody was like, don't you want a boy? I'm like, I want healthy kids.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a girl or a boy. I genuinely didn't care. I just want them to be happy and healthy. Well, you don't like girls? Like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
You only want boys?
Yeah.
Plus, if I had boys, it would come with the added responsibility of training a psycho.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming they're going to be like a little me.
Yeah.
And, like, if I didn't find martial arts, I would have been a real problem.
Wait, what do you think?
If I didn't find some outlet, some competitive, like, dangerous outlet to test me as a man, I was an angry kid, man. Well, it's not good to grow up a boy and be an angry boy and not have an outlet. Because you won't have control of it.
But why do you think you were angry?
I think a lot of it's genetic.
Really?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, like, what's inside of them is genetic, it's learned experience, being around violence when I was young.
There you go, Queen.
There's quite a few things that I think are attached to it, but I think there's some part of it's genetic. There's some part of drive, I think, that's genetic too, which is interesting when you see your kids have it.
Yeah, I've talked to friends about that who have multiple kids, and they can see it in some and others.